what you should feel.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Today we're going to talk about Amari Cooper's upcoming contract talks, the estimation, what I think he's going to get paid. This is serious. Cap mode, alright? So this is serious because this is going to be another big part of your cap. It's not going to chew up all your cap. Cowboys have already had a lot of these, upcoming contracts, worked out. We're talking, last video we talked about Dak Prescott approaching the $30 million mark. I think that's still going to happen. Love it or hate it, that is what's going to happen. That's the market value. That's where it's heading. Okay, but just keep in mind, in 2 or 3 years, those numbers will be deals. All right. If you remember when we signed Tyron Smith, it was a blockbuster deal, and now the savings are kicking in. I mean, you're saving a lot for a player that's still playing at a pretty high level. Okay, so now we're talking about Amari Cooper. How much is he going to get paid? All right, so before we got Amari Cooper, Cowboys tried to play the game of wide receiver by committee. It was a complete failure, and that's why they had to make this deal. First round pick, 27th pick overall to the Raiders, and last year looked pretty good. Looked really good. This guy is probably one of the top 3, if not top 2, best route runners in the NFL, and that's no lie. Okay. That's no lie. So to try to estimate what he's gonna get, let's take a look at some previous contracts and we'll try to see what he's gonna get paid. So back in 2015, just as a number to look back on, 2015, Dez Bryant got a 5-year deal, $7 million. So back then in 2015, that was only 4 years ago. Seems like yesterday. That seemed like a very big number, right, for Dez Bryant. Was he worth it? There was a conversation even back then for Dez Bryant. Now, for Dez Bryant, he was coming off injuries. Dez is a pure possession receiver, and very well. He did his job here. We got the most out of him when we could. So not knocking the player at all. I love Dez Bryant, but that's the contract there. DeAndre Hopkins in 2017, 5 years, $81 million. All right. That equates to about $16.2 million. Pretty good money. And at the time, that looked like a big contract, and that was a big contract. Now you're thinking about this, DeAndre Hopkins, all right? One of the best that's in the league, I would say. I mean, I would take DeAndre Hopkins over a whole lot of some of these other receivers that we're going to talk about here coming up. Okay, in 2018, Stephon Diggs, 5 years, $72 million. That equates to $14.4 a year, another steal. So Stephon Diggs and DeAndre Hopkins, especially Hopkins, I mean, those are still. Stephon Diggs, I think, is probably your other high-end, high-level route running type of wide receiver. I think it's him and Amari Cooper, 1A, 1B. They do everything. They can go on the outside, they can go on the slot. After the catch, they're a handful. So those guys are a real deal. Okay, Jarvis Landry, 5 years, $75 million. I didn't really break that one down. He's more of your slot receiver. That actually might be a little bit overpaid, but that's what that was. All right. Mike Evans in 2018, 5 years, $82.5 million. All right, $55 million guaranteed. So that equates to $16.5 million. All right, and then Odell Beckham, obviously with a monster contract. 5 years, $90 million, 65 guarantees, $18 million a year. All right, so on that one, there was a lot of people that said that was an overpay for Odell. It is pretty high for him even now, I would say, but like we're talking about here, in 2 or 3 years, these numbers are going to be savings. DeAndre Hopkins, Stephon Diggs, they may have another contract in them, but Amari Cooper, he's only 24 years old. He has a lot of youth, so he can get a good contract out of this. So now a lot of these guys obviously all have 5-year deals. So I'm looking at this as a 5-year deal for Amari Cooper at $17 million per year. That's what I'm giving him. So 5 years, $85 million, $60 million guarantees for Amari Cooper. That's my estimation for him. Cowboys tried to get Sammy Watkins before they made the committee decision, and that Kansas City paid him a 3-year deal for $48 million. That was $16 million a year. So Cowboys were probably offering, you know, 15 or 14 or something like that. But Amari Cooper, you're gonna have to bump that up a little bit. You know, you're gonna have to bump that up. So market value for him, it's got to be, you're probably looking at $17 million a year for Amari Cooper, 5-year deal. Let me know what you guys think. What do you think Amari Cooper's contract is gonna garner? Are you good with $17 million per year for 5 years? Or do you want a lower number, or do you think he'll get a higher number? Do you think he'll go higher than Odell Beckham, 5 years, $90 million? What do you think he'll get? All right, let me know in the comments, guys, what you think. Is he worth this money? All right, is he better than these receivers that we just talked about? Is he right there with Odell, Mike Evans, Stephon Diggs? I say yes. I say yes. I think he's in the right program now with the Cowboys. You know, they're able to utilize him, revive his career, and gonna terrorize the NFC East, baby. Let me know what you guys think. Like this video, help out the video with the likes. Let's try to get this up there in the 500 like mode if we can. Gotta aim high, right? Gotta aim high. But continue to like, subscribe, and share. Also, guys, in the community, I mentioned I started another channel for cards. I was gonna add those into this channel, but I wanted this to be a separate venture, so I created my own channel. So I have a link on the channel. You can see it, Lone Star Cards. Subscribe to that. It'll help out a lot. Even if you subscribe and don't watch those types of videos, the subscription numbers will help me out a lot to get my videos out there for that channel. But thanks, guys, from the bottom of my heart. Can't do this without you. Off-season mode, mini camp coming up with the vets. Lots of news coming up, guys. See you for the next video. Peace.